Lab. Here's Eric's forecast.
The temperature roller coaster will continue with us over the next 48 hours as we do have a couple more hours of warm conditions, but by this time tomorrow night, temperatures will begin to crash and it'll start to feel like fall pushing into Friday and through much of the weekend before even a stronger cold front moves in by Monday. That could bring some very winter-like temperatures for the mid part of next week. But let's look at the big picture and kind of show you what we got going on. We have some showers back through Arkansas, over into Oklahoma, and back into Texas. That's our next cool front that'll slowly be working its way here. It's going to remain pretty much very stationary through the overnight hours and through the first half of tomorrow before eventually getting a kick and making its way down across our area. And then we have some winter-like weather back through Iowa and up into the Chicago area with some light wintry precipitation and snow moving through, but it looks like the real cold air stays to the north. We're just going to be looking at some more temperatures dropping down into the 40s and 50s. Closer to the home, we're also seeing a little bit of some low-level clouds riding out ahead of that front. So thanks to this cloud cover, that's going to keep temperatures pretty steady through the overnight, and we've actually seen the temperatures come up over the last hour or so, now sitting at 65 degrees, and I think that's about where we're going to stay through the rest of this evening. So it should be a very mild night with those clouds increasing. Also starting to see the winds turn a little bit more east-southeast. That could bring a little bit of some moisture, so maybe some patchy fog from Lafayette down towards New Orleans to start off our Thursday, but otherwise looking at just a good bit of clouds to begin our Thursday, and that's how the model shows it. Maybe a few peaks of sun through the first half of the day, but eventually those clouds begin to thicken. We do stay mild throughout much of our day with temperatures pushing the upper 70s as that front continues to be to our north through the afternoon, but eventually by the evening it begins to work its way through Acadiana and out into the Gulf of Mexico. Now behind the front we will have the chance for some of that overrunning shower activity. This is mainly going to be very light activity, maybe a drizzle, light showers, but it's going to be very spotty or scattered, not looking overly that impressive. Even into Friday morning with the breezy and cooler conditions moving in, still could have some overrunning showers continuing, and then maybe a little better chance as we go into Friday afternoon as we get a little bit more Gulf moisture kind of working into that system. So we'll have to still keep a decent rain chance through even our Friday, but this is still going to be relatively light, might not even make it to the ground, so the model might be overdoing this a little bit, but just keep in mind we could at least have some lingering showers into the first half of Friday. But as mentioned, cooler temperatures with breezy conditions will be moving in. So temperatures through the overnight pretty steady in the mid 60s. We'll briefly get into the mid to upper 70s tomorrow afternoon before that front then makes its way through after the drive home. So most of the drive home tomorrow is fine, but you can see by about Friday morning we're waking up to temperatures around 50 degrees, so a little bit on the cooler side again, and then we pretty much stay right there in the low to mid 50s for our Friday. Then factor in the wind, so we can see not only are we going to have cool temperatures, look at what happens to the winds as that front moves through. They gradually and then briskly pick up tomorrow evening as we head towards midnight. We're now attacking steady winds out of the north anywhere from 14 to 19 miles per hour, gust over 20, and that continues throughout much of the day on Friday, making it feel extra chilly. Definitely looking at gumbo weather by Friday night into the weekend. Clouds still with us Friday, but those clear out, allowing temperatures to drop into Saturday. High pressure in control. Looks to be a nice weekend thanks to that high pressure. Even a little warming up by Sunday as we're approaching 70 degrees, but you can see already by Sunday evening the clouds increasing ahead of our next frontal system. That then looks to get here late Monday into early Tuesday. Again, not looking at a whole lot of rain with it, but behind it we are talking some very chilly temperatures and breezy conditions, and that cold air looks to be sticking around for a little bit. So just how cold are we talking into next week? Well, by the time we wake up Tuesday morning, lows could be in the upper 30s. We then only get into the 40s on Wednesday afternoon, and then by Wednesday morning we're talking temperatures dipping down into the 20s, so possibly could see our first freeze by this time next week. But in the meantime, just very mild out there. Clouds continue to increase. We'll be right around those mid 60s, getting to the upper 70s with mostly cloudy skies tomorrow with that isolated chance for a shower very late in the day, pretty much overnight into Friday morning. That's when we have the better rain chances. Clouds and a few showers linger for our Friday, but cooler and breezy. Looking good for the weekend, just maybe a little bit more fall-like, and then that next front arrives on Monday, which then brings those very chilly temperatures into next week.
Chilly, 29.
That it is.
That's
I mean, we're talking December, January.
Downright cold
Right.
right there, Eric. All right,
Thanks, Eric.